Hello, good day, ladies and gentlemen, dear guests. Welcome to our next business session, a business talk with trusted partner by CCIS, a virtual platform for exchanging information, business opportunities, and also your opinions, questions, and most important, to exchange contacts with businesses worldwide. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are hosting Mr. Tomasz Golob, Director of Knife Division, comes from the company Ravne Systems. Tomasz, welcome. Good day to you too.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Ines. Thank you for the invitation. I'm very happy to be here. And I see also we have a lot of guests from all around. So it's going to be.
We have mixed guests from all over the world, also different industries. So it's a pleasure to have you here today. Before I shortly describe your company profile and give the word to you, nice picture behind your back. Is this your family or your colleagues?
I could say it's my family. It's part of my family. Behind me is the sales team of SIJ Ravne Systems. So they are the persons who take care of the customers, and the customer is priority with us, and our sales team is also, let's say, very active in this field. And it's a nice portrait of our team.
For sure, nice picture. Big sales team. So congratulations for that. So just briefly, I will describe your company profile and then I will leave the word to you. So Ravne System is a part of C Group and such as remain the only knife and roll manufacturer in the world within an integrated vertical supply chain with access to its own tool steels. So when I usually read the only in the world, so what does it mean for you, for your group?
Well, it's an interesting fact. If you have, we are a peculiar company. You saw the presentation video. These are glimpses from our production, and we are not only doing knives, we also do rolls and machine building and laboratories, services, and so on. But in the knives and the rolls spectrum, we say that we are the only ones who do have the direct access to our own tool steel. Most of, let's say, of knives manufacturers and rolls manufacturers, they buy their forgings, their rolled material, their tool steel on the market, but we are able to produce it ourselves. And what is even more interesting is we produce it on the same location where also our company SIJ Ravne Systems lies, in the city of Ravne.
Great, impressive. So the whole group has how many people employed?
We have 3,850 employees, the group, and of course we have different divisions inside the group. SIJ Ravne Systems, as part of the manufacturing or the distribution division, is roughly 500 people, only doing end products for customers.
Nice, impressive numbers. So SIJ means Slovenian Steel Industry. For our guests from foreign countries that they don't know this abbreviation, you are part of the Ravne system, and in your part, how many people do you employ?
We have SIJ Ravne Systems is 500 employees.
500, okay, sorry.
However, we are part of a group. Yes. SIJ spells, maybe it's easier if I say Slovenian Steel Group. We are the biggest steel group in Slovenia, and let's say a very niche, specialized producer of different high quality products. from let's say niche markets of quarto stainless steel plates. We are among top three producers in Europe and among top 10 in the world. And also in many niches, we are the leading company in specific products.
So many times mentioned the world. So congratulations again on that. So you are director of knife divisions and also rolls or forged rolls or just knife?
My humble self is director of knives division, yes, but as told before, SIJ Ravne Systems includes, let's say, three major production programs, which is knives for different industries, which I'm sure we will speak a little bit more later on, and rolls for cold rolling of metal and aluminium and so on different metals. And manufacturing of machine building. So machine building sector is also, let's say, the third biggest. We do have also services and laboratories, and all these parts they are governed by leaders in their field. And let's say these manufacturing machines are not the same. So let's say we are focusing on circular products, so as rolls, as to also long products, which are knives in different industries. So we have a very interesting machine park and many opportunities and possibilities to manufacture very interesting products, up to 6 meters in length and let's say diameters of rolls of 830 millimeters, and also small knives for the recycling and wood sector and so on. So the production diapason is pretty broad.
So knives, for how many applications, different applications, do you produce knives?
Yeah, well, we are one of few manufacturers, I can say this, that do products for all major industries for industrial knives. It means metal sector, metallurgy. Then we have recycling, which is a very big one also in Ravne Systems. Wood sector, paper, rubber. These are the four main pillars in knives production. And let's say when you see also knives manufacturers, they concentrate on one industry more or less, or two industries. We keep it in our production diapason also other sectors. So that's why I told we are able to produce the biggest knives that are in use in the world for production of plates for plate mills, also over 5 meters, and also smaller knives that are in the recycling, which we are talking 40 millimeters and so on. So it's really broad product spectrum.
And in which sector is going the biggest amount of produced knives?
There are three major production programs: metal and recycling and wood. I would say they represent equally the amount of knives that we make. Of course, the quantities can be different. Small knives you produce in bigger numbers. Longer, bigger knives are project-based, are in fewer numbers, quantities. Mainly, let's say one of the biggest is recycling, then metal and wood.
So recycling now is every day is more important. So I guess this would be even bigger segment of these knives.
Of course. We are happy to have, let's say, a development and research team here in Ravne, the ability to produce our own metal and to also develop new qualities to tackle the problems with that the customers have. We are very customer focused and like to jump on the problems that we are experiencing when we are visiting the customers. Recycling industry is a very interesting industry, and on uprise. You know how it is, circular economies, green steels, and so on. And I'm happy to tell you that we have many of these projects which are centered also for, let's say, more greener steels and also circular economies that we can also offer our customers, and in the end also to the environment.
Great. So before you mentioned the customer have problems.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing with the knives in their industries. So what kind of problems could they have with the knives?
All the possible ones. You see the sales team behind me. You know, we need a strong sales team to be able to be present with the customer, to act on any incentives the customer has. I wouldn't speak exactly with problems. They are challenges for us. Most of customers do want to ramp up production, to keep to have a tool, to have a high quality tool that enable them to reach their goals. This is what we are focused on. We are focused on the customer goals, and if we can achieve, let's say, a better performance of our knives, with this act, we also can help the customer to achieve his goals. This is also one of our goals in this way. So there are different problems. It can be chipping. It can be just technical problems. It can be wishes. Let's say for development of new steels. You know, the environment is changing. The materials the customers not only cut but also roll with our rolls. They are also changing because the demand is changing. Automotive industry, you know, is also changing. There are in the ways of higher strength steels, thinner materials, and so on. This everything expects from us to go forward with development and to help the customer. And the best way to do this is to visit the customer, to talk with the customer, also with the technical staff, and to get the problem. Then with our big team, with the technical team, develop a solution, present it to the customer, and really help him achieve his goals.
Great, excellent. Full support for your customers, I see. Can you explain what is the difference between the different applications, the structure of the knives? So if you use it for a wood or for rubber, you say, paper or recycling, what is the difference?
Yeah, the beauty of these products is they are pretty much different. The base is high quality steel. I mentioned before, we have a rolling mill on our location. We have a rolling mill, a melting shop, a rolling mill, forging shop on our location. And extra pure steels that are produced here, also with ESR. The ones who know this, you know, it's also important procedure to get high quality material. This is the basis to make a good knife or good roll or a good spare part. The second very important thing is, of course, precise manufacturing, experience in manufacturing to get the procedure right. And last but not the least, the tool steel itself is a piece of metal. By the time it comes to the heat treatment facility, we say that in the heat treatment facility, we give the steel its soul. So we give the material its properties, and it becomes a knife, a tool, roll, and so on. And we have also on location our own heat treatment facility, which is one of the biggest in this part of this region, also with vacuum furnaces, many vacuum furnaces, traditional classical furnaces, deep furnaces, B-frequent induction hardening machines, and so on, etc., etc. Cooling chambers.
Full equipment, of course. Great, great. So if we go forward to the forged rolls, what are they? What are they used for?
Yeah, the forged rolls. You know, we have a very long tradition in Ravne. It is important to know where we come from. We started with the steels 400 years back in the 1600s. Since then, there were many adaptations and so on, and we are producing here on the location rolls for many years and knives even more. So we are talking about 50 years of experience or 70 years of experience, and in this time we developed, let's say, product range for rolls that is very specific. We are talking only of rolls for cold rolling. We are talking about forged rolls for cold rolling of different materials up to a diameter of 830 and different lengths. The tool steels are of course different also with the rolls to achieve the desired properties which are prescribed by the OEMs or the end customers, the rolling mills. So we produce rolls for metal, for steel rolling, and we are also in aluminium sector. We are very strong in this because this requires extra precision of the rolls, and we are very high class manufacturer of these rolls with the best available equipment to produce this. Intolerance is needed for the best end product.
So let's say that these are materials who are different for different industries who are using them. What is the lasting age of your products?
You mean how long can it be used?
Yes.
It depends. For rolls, they have a long time of usage. It depends on how much material you roll with them, but you have to understand also that the rolls have to be refurbished. They have to be grinded in each campaign. It depends on what they are rolling and what are the amounts and what are the prescriptions from the OEMs, from the machine builders that made the lines. But they have a long lifetime. Maybe if you ask me, it's one important thing I would like to say that we also focus on the TCO. TCO, total cost of ownership. This means our roll costs cost a certain amount of money, but you know, if you have high quality, you can use it for a longer time. You can get fewer or smaller amounts of refurbishment, grinding, and if you have a good tool, you can use it for a longer time. And then if you have let's say lesser quality tool, this is also what our customers do appreciate. We've been able to ramp up times of usage for knives, for example, 4 times the classical solutions that were firstly delivered to the OEMs. This means the customer can use the knives longer. They save the money. They save the costs of stopping the line, being able to produce more. Whereas the cost of this small knife is just a fraction of the.
This is not good for your business if it's like long. I mean, big quality. It's not good for your business. You need customers to go back.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting thing, but you know, being able to produce higher grade steels also costs more. Being able to produce to use ESR steels with special technology with a high finish, it also costs more. But more or less, this is the experience from our sales teams, our technical department, and the sales teams. To really put the correct material, the correct hardness, and so on with other properties, so the customer can get the most out of their machines.
Right. So since we are talking about the customers, where are your customers all present right now?
We are pretty long on the market. Actually, we are doing regular business in 70 countries in the world. We are, as part of SIJ Group, also we have distribution centers in Asia, in Americas, in the UK, in Europe, of course, and we are present physically there with our companies and also with our partners, with our agents, with our distributors. all around the globe. We do a lot in Asia, we do a lot in Europe. It's our main market, I must say that. But we are also a player a serious player in the Americas, especially in the North America, and also in the Scandinavian countries. Yeah.
Global presence. Is there a country you're trying to get in and you're still not present with your agents, with your contacts, and so on?
Of course, we also aim to expand. Since we also have a big investment cycle now going, we also tend to expand in the future. Yeah, if you ask me directly, Spain, for example, is a very interesting market for us, where we didn't get the foothold yet, if you know what I mean, and also in France, Portugal, and so on, and South America's, for example, also an interesting market for us.
Interesting. From Europe, I guess you already mentioned it's your main market, of course, as majority of Slovenian companies. Spain, France, new challenges for the future.
Since this business talk is in Europe based, I'm sure there are international guests here also. But yeah, you know, it's I wouldn't say our backyard, but the European Union, of course, is a common market, and we'd like to exploit the opportunities because we really have very good products. And since they are close by, if we are doing very good business with our also big OEMs and big companies in Germany, Austria, and Italy, and so on, why also not, let's say, present our quality products in Spain, because Spain, for example, is also, let's say, industrially an interesting country for us.
Great. Dear guests, if you have any suggestion how to ease the enter in the Spain or France market or any other market where our guests would like to go further, please do not hesitate to comment in the chat box. I will read it later after the end of the discussion. Also, if you have any other questions, I can read it later. Where can they, now since everything is loosened up regarding this COVID restrictions, I guess you are going to the fairs right now.
Yeah.
For this year, how many fairs did you already visit, and how many are you planning to visit?
I think the correct number is 11. For this time, we have pretty much interesting fairs coming up, like the IFAD fair, which will be in May. It's few days away, a week and a half away. We will be present there with our sales team for recycling. I will be also present there. Happy to meet anybody who would come to, and you are welcome to visit us there. Then we are going to Euroblack. We are going to K, which is a big, also very in October, I think. It's a big fair also for plastic and rubber. We are traditionally there for our customers. So we use this to get some information, to give some information, and also in the end, sometimes also to conclude some interesting business and new corporations.
Good. Every year you're visiting so many fairs. It's quite a lot.
Yeah, but I said it's 11 fairs, yeah, but they are also specific. If you talk about niches, also for the rolls, so we've been present on fairs in Asia, for example, in China traditionally, and it's for rolls. Here in Europe, it's more plastics, also wood, but this year there is no fair, I think. But when there is, we are there because we are an important player in the knives market. We are a very important player in Europe. We are among top 3 producers in Europe, and as far as the broad spectrum of products, we are, I think, on the top.
And who is on the first and second place in Europe?
There are some other companies. I don't know.
You don't remember?
I said we are among top 3. So
okay. Okay, great. Enough for me. Any awards?
yeah, R&D is a very interesting thing. If you have enough of experience and broad enough technical team and the opportunity to test in real production new solutions, it can be very rewarding. We have received numerous awards and we have very strong R&D. Now in the past years, I think there are silver and golden awards on the national level for developing new materials for our knives, for example, and for our rolls. Also new concepts that we are developing. And we have been recognized by regional partners, by Gospodarska Zbornica Slovenia, Chamber of Commerce, and also on the national level. I just was in Ljubljana receiving a silver reward for a project that we make for a wood sector, for example, for very special material, which will enable us to do high quality, new, let's say new age veneer knives.
Great, congratulations on your achievements.
Thank you.
Very impressive.
I'm very proud of the team here in Ravne.
Yeah, we can see it. You explaining so well and enthusiastic, so we can see that you're very passionate about the SIJ Ravne system.
Yeah.
So, dear guests, we are coming to the end of the discussion. Of course, I need to check any question occurs here for the opportunity, Pacific International from India. Thank you, great session. So Martin is asking, I guess he's referring for your investments you already mentioned before. Will you consider to expand in Africa?
We are already present in Africa. We are Africa is also very interesting continent. It's a different countries do have different, let's say, different industries that we can work well with. But in the wood sector, for example, we are already present. We have new partners in the past few years. We have developed quite some business there already. And also in the metal business, which we are present in Africa, in Egypt, to South Africa, and South Africa also very big accounts that also use our knives for production of steel, cutting of steel.
Great. Thank you, Martin.
We are very open. Let's say for any suggestions. If you do have, please do not hesitate to contact us. We are very happy to jump on any possibility. Also to give the opportunity to test our products and to develop some common solutions and to give you very high quality.
So there you go, guys. Mr. Tomasz is open for all your suggestions. If you have any proposition in your mind, of course, you can discuss it later directly when I will connect you with our guests today. So we have here one satisfied customer from Slovakia. Thank you, Roman, for your feedback. So I guess he's your business partner.
Thank you, Roman.
Satisfied customer. So there you go, another positive.
Glad to hear that.
Are you present in Western Balkans countries?
Yes, we are. Let's say through distributors and also directly. We do have also partners, agent for the Balkans, for some states. So it depends. The Balkans are big.
Often I noticed that you mentioned we are present directly, we are present through distributors or agents. What is your typical business model? Is this depends on the country, or?
We want to be effective. We want to be close to the business partner, to customer, to really help him. So if we are talking about Asia, America, you do need, because of the distance, because of different time zones, it's sometimes really better to have competent partners on the ground there, which can also visit the customer. There may be also some challenges which they can tackle the next day, for example. We need 2 days to come there, for example. But also through distributors. Some are partners for a very long time, and also are capable to give suggestions to the customers about our products and so on. So yeah, we have a business model. We are directly engaged in Europe with our sales team, but also use agents and partners all over the world to cover more ground, so to say.
To be more effective, more present. Does Russian-Ukrainian war impact your price currently?
Price. Well, I think this situation, unfortunate situation, impacts us all. It impacts the prices, of course, of gas, electricity, and so on. You all know that what the situation is. So, of course, it affects our costs, and if it affects our costs, we need to find solutions also with the customers to let's say still be able to work, to give them the quality that they expect, they need. And yeah, of course, the crisis affects all the prices, not only prices for knives and drills.
Of course, we are in the same pool here. No one is immune on that crisis, given that we are going from one crisis to another. How were your production function in the time of COVID? Were you closed also, or did you function normal?
No, actually, because of let's say pretty good order booking and long-term partnerships, where I must say we do not have many very big customers. We have a broad spectrum of customers. So we, let's say, survived that. There were challenges which we needed from us to adapt accordingly, and we did it. Actually, it was there was some pain, but we are still there. But most importantly, even though we hit the crisis, we decided to invest, to start the biggest investment cycle in Ravne Systems now for quite some time. We are investing now for the last year and this year and the next year over 7 million euros only in knives production. We invested also in the rolls, but in the knives, new machines are coming to be able to keep us on the cutting edge of technology, of the quality that that is needed in the industry, from milling to grinding to special robotized cells, robot cells for production of autonomous production of some knives. So yeah, we are here, and we are currently booking, let's say, very good. We are seeing very good development on the market till now. But I fear, though, that we are on a, let's say, in a part of where we can say there might be challenges ahead.
Okay, so we will cope with that later in the future when they occur. Yeah. Another question: are you willing going in Southeast with potential partners, or transfer part of production or design to another country, to another countries?
Designs, no. We do have partners for certain things that we cannot produce effectively for some parts of technology process. I won't go to details, but we do use some partners for specific things that we don't have here on the location. Very few things, small things, but to outsource this completely, no.
Sorry, I made a mistake. I thought that Southeast was JV, but it is joint venture. Hope you, Tomasz, you get it. I was thinking that he was referring to the which part of the region are we looking? So joint venture.
No, we don't have specific joint ventures at the time. However, we are flexible. We do look at the market. We know our customers. We know our products, and we respond to opportunities if they arise.
Great. So if this is it regarding your questions, I believe we were quite thorough about your industry. On that spot, I would say thank you, Tomasz, for being our guest.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching us. As I already said, in the next step, with the next email, I will connect you with our guest of honor, so you can proceed with direct communications regarding any other business proposals that you might have. They're all. Thank you again. Have a nice day and see you next time.
Great. Thank you. Bye-bye.